for another adventure. Today is kind of a special one because check this out. 299,986 miles. I thought it would be a good idea to go out and kind of have like a fun little adventure day with it to like surpass the big 300,000 mile mark. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take you guys along. We're gonna go do a little adventure. Just go see how he's still running after 300,000 miles. Whoa! I mean, I guess there's not really that much to say, so I guess let's just do it. Let's just get out there and pass 300,000 miles. There's this Hawaiian restaurant in Utah called Nobetta's. It is so good. It's like not your typical fast food where it's fast foody. It's legit like they're grilling the chicken up in front of you. I mean, just look at that. And like the Kahlua pig. Macaroni salad, the coleslaw, the rice. I'm gonna chow this down and then I'll get on my way. Huh? Okay, I'm not even making this up. I have 5 miles left until I hit 300,000 miles, and there's this burning smell. A few weeks ago, I went on this little adventure. I think I really screwed up my brakes, or I think my bearings. So they're burning pretty bad right now, and you can smell it. But I got 5 miles left. I gotta be able to make it 5 miles. But anyways, oh, 4 miles. We're almost there. There it is, 300,000. That's crazy. This truck is taking me a lot of places. That 300,000 is well deserved, and hopefully a lot more to come. Still, that's a big milestone. You know, 200,000, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, like 200,000 is crazy, most cars die by then, but 300,000, that's a lot. And that you're getting old by that point. That being said, Herschel has had an engine rebuild, an engine replacement because he got hydro-locked, and then the transmission rebuild. Kind of cheating. Not really, obviously, but 300,000 is still a lot regardless, especially the way that I drive it. So we're not at the spot just yet. I have about 20 more miles to go, but let's kick off 300,000 miles with one of my favorite places to go, probably the place I've gone to the most with this truck over in the West Desert of Utah. I think that is the perfect way to start off this, I guess, new chapter. Well, I'm gonna get back on the road and get out there so that we can start this new milestone off with a bang, if you know what I mean. But, ow. Okay, I love this place for a couple reasons. Number one, it's just really accessible. It's really close to the Salt Lake area, and so it's easy to get to. Number two, look at that. You're able to just stand up here on this ledge, on this little lookout, and just look out and see nothing. And just you and the land, and it's so peaceful. You feel like that immense feeling of solitude and peace and quiet. If you ever need to escape reality for a day or just come out here and clear your mind, this is the place to come. Just hang out with the cows. In the summertime, you look out here and it's just green, super lush. But even right now in wintertime, when the sun shines on all this dead grass during golden hour, it turns it into this golden orange. It's so pretty. Everyone needs solitude and peace every now and then, and it's good to come out here and escape. But it's getting a little chilly. I'm gonna grab a coat real quick and we'll continue with the adventure. Another really cool thing about this place is that it's actually an ancient seabed. About 32,000 years ago, according to Google. Basically, the entire northern part of Utah was covered by Lake Bonneville. It dried up about 12,000 years ago. It left behind these really cool formations. I like to call them corals. They're not corals, but it looks like an ancient coral reef. You can see right here, this is remnants of that old seabed. You can find little pieces like this, and you can see fossils in there just everywhere. See those little fossils? Either plants or animals, little animals. This is microfauna. Looks like right there we got some kind of small rib cage of some creature. But I mean, I just randomly picked that rock up. Like, there's just everything out here. Like right here, you got some more stuff. See all these little... They have some really cool fossils called brachiopods out here. They're like fossilized clams. Anyways, I just love that kind of stuff. I'm really fascinated with geology, with paleontology. I like to put myself back in time, like I guess what, according to Google, 30,000 years. I'd just be completely underwater right now. So I'm gonna see if I can find a little brachiopod fossil real quick to show you guys what I'm talking about. Something. Okay, so it looks like I found kind of something. It's not the actual fossils itself. Here you can see shapes or indents where the seashells used to be. Think about just like a normal seashell leaving an indent on something. This one actually could be a fossil. And it's rounded. You can actually see the shell itself. So that is a fossil. I was smashing the rocks open. And usually when you smash any of these rocks open, there's something inside of it. Right here, you can see how that has a shape right there, like a little indentation. One on this side too, actually a couple. No full fossils. Sometimes you can find like the whole entire seashell itself, which is pretty cool. Okay, time to move on to the next spot. I'm kind of scared to go because the last time I went, I got really bad vibes. So, there we go. So this next spot I'm going to is, I think it's an old mine, but you can see right here, basically a massive chunk of the mountain looks like it was just like taken out. It was definitely blown up or excavated somehow, but it's cool seeing it because you can see right into the heart of the mountain. You basically get like a cross section of the mountain. You get to see the insides of it. Clearance, so there's a lot of flex that's gonna have to be going down right here. Let's see, check this out. Not too bad. A little bit of rubbing. Oh, I could have just gone right there. It's completely flat. Okay. Here's the spot. I'm gonna go in there in just a second. It's obviously a lot bigger when you're up close to it. Where we just were, see this road right there? You can kind of see it right there. Boom, we were right at the end of that on that little tiny, it looks tiny from here, but when you're up there, it obviously looks kind of big, but you can literally see that they just took a massive chunk and just, like a big something just like came and took a bite out of the mountain. So it's interesting because you know how we were looking at the rocks over there and they were kind of a lot more like porous and a little bit lighter in color. These rocks are way more dense, and that's probably has to do with the fact that they were sitting inside of the heart of a mountain for, who knows, millions of years. I mean, just look at this. They're like just solid rock. It's interesting though, you can look over here and it's all sandy. I wonder why that is. It's really cool though. You can see the cool layers. Oh, the layers in like the rock. I wonder what each layer represents in terms of what era. And then over here you got the rocks up there are darker, and then right on top of it there's that crust of that lighter layer. I like that a lot. Oh, look at that. Looks nice. The mountains in the background. There's a Wasatch. Got Lone Peak over here. Timpanogos right there. That's Cascade. I think that's Provo Peak. Don't quote me on that. But then down there we got Nebo. But just a beautiful place everywhere. You know, see we got like the big mountains over there. We got the smaller mountains right here. We got Ochre Mountain. We got Utah has everything. It's just so beautiful. Don't move here, by the way, but it's beautiful. You know, the scale is pretty hard to show on camera, but I'd say probably from here to the top of that is about 1,000 feet, I'd say. And it gives you a little bit of vertigo because it's angled at a really interesting, bizarre angle. See how it's like slanted all the way down, and it's a huge slant. But it's a cool place to be. I wasn't looking where I was going because I was filming and I ran over that massive freaking boulder. That's actually pretty sweet. See this slab right there? That's actually the bottom of one of the layers. The top layer was just completely sheared off. That's probably what all this rubble is right here. Oh, look at this big tire. Let's go drive over the tires. This is what I'm saying. Oh! Last time I was here, I was getting bad vibes. Starting to feel them a little bit. I don't like it. It's like, it's hard to explain. I think it might have something to do with the fact that it's just really dark in this area, like abnormally dark. Look at this. Size of that tire, dude. I mean, that thing. That thing is the size of my truck. Look at that, that's the size of Herschel. I got another one right there. That's probably what was hauling all this rock out of here. It's kind of just a normal day, a little adventure. Brought you guys along. Nothing crazy happened, nothing super significant other than the fact that we passed 300,000 miles. Hope you guys really enjoy this kind of stuff. I want to be able to like document my adventures more because I do go on a lot of them, and hopefully they're not just completely boring and me just yapping out of my mind. But if there is anything you guys would actually like to see, or if you have any suggestions, just let me know. I want to do more with this. I want to make it into something a lot more meaningful and not just me going out like mindlessly. So let me know if there's anything that you would like to consume content wise. If there's stuff that you're craving to watch, either from me or just like in general, that other creators aren't making, let me know. I'd love to, you know, try my hand at it. I'm kind of a whole open book with this whole YouTube thing right now. I don't know my niche yet. That's kind of the hard part, is trying to find that niche. I think we'll get there soon. I really do want to just be able to do what I enjoy doing and document it in a way that's very meaningful, impactful, and ultimately just enjoyable to watch. And hopefully you guys feel like you're just coming along with me. You know, not super cinematic or anything. It does the job, and it's also pretty cold. I'm gonna jump on the tire. Oh, that's sick. Look at this thing. I'm not sure, but aren't these tires like $50,000, if not more, if like $150,000 to $200,000 for just a single tire? I heard like these big mining truck tires are just ridiculously expensive. I mean, it makes sense. Look at how freaking massive this is. And like the manufacturing process to create something like that, like look how thick that is. It's like a foot thick. Wow. Okay.